Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Intuitive Energy Forecast for June 1st, 2022. I'm Arlene Grace, an Intuitive Energy Coach, Master Numerologist, and channel. So I want to begin this video by wishing my dear friend, Joy Kingsborough, a happy birthday, wishing you the most amazing and extraordinary day. I'm so excited for you. And I'm so excited for her because you're beginning a new year. And I love you. And I'm so grateful to have you in my life, right? Okay. So as I feel into the energy today, today's energy is that of the 3 of Spades. That's her birth card, and the 7. So it's this energy of taking it higher and to really trust that. And the questions that are coming through is, what if there was more? So what if in the unfolding of you, what if in the unfolding of the experience that you are wishing, that you are desiring, that you want, was becoming more? What if there was more that was possible? And in this, I really speak to, we are creators. And as a creator, we understand that energetically, it is an inner job first, so that we can experience it in the world, right? Those of you who have watched, Abraham Hicks or Joy Kingsborough and the law of attraction, you become it first here as you experience it out in the world. That is the being, you're being it. And so in this, as I was feeling into it, it really brought me to an experience that I have had very recently. And it was, I wanted to play with wealth. I wanted to create an experience with wealth. And in this creating an experience of wealth, once you decide something, I decided that I was going to be wealth. I decided I was going to play with it. I am wealth, right? I'm going to become that energetically. I'm going to shift all of my cells. I'm going to change my life in such a way that now what becomes mirrored is wealth, right? And in that decision, it created a disruption. That disruption was all of the places where I thought that I wasn't wealthy, all of the energy in my body that was carrying shame or anger, or the ideas and the beliefs that money grew on trees, that I had to work hard, that we had blaming my parents for not teaching me how to be a steward for my money, all of those things rose up so that I could free myself from the inside of those ideas, those beliefs, those energies, those emotions, all of those things. And in that, there was this playing with possibilities, right? Going on this rampage of, it's possible that oh my gosh, things are clearing for everyone. That could rain money on me. It's possible that I could go down the street and I could find $5. It's possible that I could open up a drawer and I could find a gold bar. It happened. I found 5 of them, right? It was possible, right? The next day, after writing that down, I got a message that said, hey, can you go into a drawer and go find some stuff for me? Blah, blah, blah. I think I left it at your house. I opened up the drawer and I found 5 23-karat gold-plated special edition Pokemon cards. This is Jigglypuff. And so I also wrote down, it's possible that I could receive $50,000 for no reason, just for being me. It's possible that I could receive $25,000 because of I'm just being me, right? And so in all of these things, these possibilities started to come into fruition, right? And one of the possibilities that came into my morphogenic field was someone came to me, a friend came to me and said, I'm going to give you $50,000. And I remember that feeling. I remember hearing that and receiving it energetically, because we receive it energetically first. And I cried. And I didn't cry because, oh my God, it's happening. Oh my God, I'm getting the $50,000, all of these things. I wasn't crying because of that. I cried in the release of accepting it, my ability to receive the energy that I had been putting forth, right? When we are energy. And so when we create something, we move that energetically out into the world so that now the 99.99999% can play with it. It wasn't up to me to work really hard in order to achieve that, to receive that money. And in that, there was this invitation for me to pause and to trust that it was happening, because it was still a verbal thought. It was an idea. It was someone that came to me and said, I'm going to give you $50,000. It wasn't actually happening. It had not yet materialized. It was in the process of happening through someone for me, right? And in that invitation to pause and to trust, I got to observe this person work really hard to try to get me the money. And in that, there were these ups and lows, highs and lows, right? This, oh, I can get it to you next week. Oh my God, I can't. Oh, I'm going to get it to you on Monday. Oh, I can't take out the money. Oh, I got to do this. And oh, I got to do that. And so in that, my job was to pause and to trust and to allow it to go higher, right? And I could have been swept away in all of those ideas of, oh my gosh, it's going to come. Oh no, it's not. Oh my goodness, here it is. And, I could have been disappointed. I could have been ecstatic. I could have been disappointed. I could have been hurt. I could have been sad, all of those things, but that wasn't my job. My job was to pause and to trust that it would be inspired to come through some way, that there was some possible pathway for it to come into materialization. And so I, in those weeks, observed this really just falling away. It fell into entropy. It didn't happen. But in the trust of it, in the trust that I was it and that it was happening, and the belief that it was happening, someone else was inspired. Someone else was inspired to not give me just 50,000, but to give me 75,000. It went higher. And in that, in asking her, what is it that's inspiring to do that? And she brought me back to not just long before that, she said, you've said one thing. You said one thing to me. And that shifted my entire wealth story. And I remember that time, and I remember what it is that I said that just shifted one perception. And she said, I'm inspired to give this to you simply for you being you. And this is what it is to play in the energy of thoughts becoming things. Today, your invitation is to pause. Yesterday, you may have received an insight or an inspiration of, oh, here's my clarity. I'm going to take an action to go do something. Pause. Take that idea, take that thought, and allow it to go higher. Even though yesterday you probably began to see the results of it, right? You started to see someone may have come to you and said, hey, I'm going to help you with this. Pause. It's not that that's not going to happen, but pause. Because your opportunity for it to go higher, not so that you could have more. It's really so that you can imagine you can become more. That in landing into trusting that it is happening, that you continue to shift you on the inside, that inner tension we've been feeling is you shifting within. Because whatever it is that you are desiring is materializing. And so today, faith. trust. Being as it unfolds. Becoming as it unfolds. Trust it will unfold. Beautiful. Questions, comments, please feel free to share and I will be happy to respond. Wishing you all the most extraordinary day. Happy hump day. Again, happy birthday, Joy. Yeah, and I'll see you in the spaces. So much love. Bye for now.